Metroid Prime on Switch in 2022? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to 128KB. If you're new to the channel, go down there, hit that like and subscribe button, and share this video if you think it's going to be helpful, because it really helps us out. It's 2022. Last year we saw rumours of Metroid Prime 1, or the trilogy, all three, coming to the Switch. And well, you know, I want to be talking about Metroid Prime 4, the new one, but Retro Studios are still looking for designers and stuff like that for the game, so I think we're still a way off yet of Metroid Prime 4. So I wanted to bring up Metroid Prime, at least Metroid Prime 1, because, well, you know, I'm a big fan of Metroid. If you haven't seen our videos on Metroid Dread, which I loved, by the way, then go check those out as well. But Metroid Prime 1, oh, amazing. Such an amazing game. Came out in GameCube back in the early noughties, like 2002 or 2004, one or the other, and I loved that game so much. It blew my mind, the first-person shooter of Metroid. Such a good game. I even did a video of Metroid Prime Hunters, the DS version, last year, and I was blown away by playing that again, even though it was so old and it was on a 3DS. Well, it was actually on the DS, but I played it on the 3DS XL because it's got a bigger screen. But I had so much fun with that. It's just making me crave Metroid Prime 1 so much more. And I want to talk about like what I want from it. First of all, I want it to come this year, because there was there was rumors that it was going to be coming as like the trilogy. And then all of a sudden the rumors kind of like backtracked a bit and went, no, it's just going to be number 1, like HD remastered. And it was like, oh, really? Like, I'd love to get all three, the trilogy on Switch. And I really hope that they're actually going to do that. But I kind of can't see them doing it because it'd be so much effort, to be perfectly honest. But I can at least see them doing number 1. And I really, really hope that it comes this year as a kind of like tie over to make us like a bit easier to wait for number 4, if that makes sense. So number 4 is still a way off, and I think they need to drop at least Metroid Prime 1 to like make it to stop us getting angry, you know, because I'm getting angry now. It's been too long. So I want it to come this year, and I really hope it does, whether that's summer or towards the end like of the year, more pushing towards Christmas time. I just want it at some point. And what I want from that, because basically Metroid Prime 1 was on GameCube, but then later on they actually did the trilogy on the Wii, and they gave all the games motion control, and you can still buy that now on the Wii U. Again, we've got videos on the Wii U from ages ago if you want to see those, but you can buy that on Wii U, and it makes it 16:9 rather than like 4:3, so you can actually play Metroid Prime 1 in 16:9, and it has motion controls. They gave motion controls, Wii motion controls, to all 3 games, even though number 3 came out on the Wii. But anyway, so they've kind of partially done the work. When we look at Skyward Sword on the Switch, the HD remake, well, that was a Wii game. Andy, you can't talk at all today, can you? But anyway, Skyward Sword HD was a remaster of the Wii game, and they brought over those motion controls to the Switch, and I think they worked fine. There were some issues because there's no sensor bar on the Switch, so you had to constantly like recenter the camera on the Switch using Y. It was a little bit annoying, but you know, it was fine. But I'd love to see Metroid Prime 1 ported over to the Switch, HD it again, so like maybe make it look a little bit better than they did in the trilogy, so like really polish it up. But I would love to see those motion controls come back. Obviously I'm probably going to be playing with a Pro controller, you know, like that's going to be the best way to play, but I'd love there to be in the settings option for motion controls, because that would probably make me replay it. I'd probably play it first through once with the Pro controller and then go, you know what, let's play it again, but this time with the motion controls, because I remember playing all 3 on the Wii, and I loved having the motion controls in all those games, because it's a first person, like, it's essentially a first person shooter, like hunter puzzle game, and with like motion controls, oh, it just felt so good. Like, it really immersed me in that. But I do want to have both options. I don't want to be forced, just like in Skyward Sword HD, where they gave you the Pro controller option, or they gave you like the motion controls. I'd love to see motion motion controls come back for the Switch, because it's got the capability, so why wouldn't they do that? So what I want from this is it to come out in 2022. I want to see like HD remaster, so I actually want to see some effort put in here, right? Not just like a straight port from the like Wii U version that's on the Wii U like e-store. I mean, if they want to do that, fine, but you know, I want to see some really polished like graphics and stuff like that. Like I want to make it look as good as possible. It's been like 20 years this year, I think, so they need to give it some effort, especially on our wait for Metroid 4, right? Metroid Prime 4. So yeah, I want to see it this year. I want to see some good graphics. I want to see motion controls as well as pro controls, because obviously on the GameCube, the controls were a little bit janky because it wasn't like modern day controls. If you go back and play Metroid 1 now on the GameCube, the controls are a bit like, oh, what's going on here? It's fine, it works, but it's not the same as what we're used to. So we need to see proper pro control support, like modern controller support. I want some motion controls as well. I want HD graphics, and I want to see it come out this year. Come on, and release like a collector's edition, because I'm all for that. I bought the Metroid Dread collector's edition. Again, we've got videos on the channel, and I want that. You know, I love Metroid. But anyway, what are your thoughts? Are you waiting for Metroid Prime 4? Are you really hyped for the rumors about Metroid Prime 1 or the trilogy? I don't see the trilogy happening because they're lazy. They're, you know, look at Metroid Dread. It took them like 20 years to make that, and they didn't even bring the other games over to the Switch. So I'm pretty sure they're just going to do Metroid Prime 1 remake, and that's going to be it. Which is fine, but meh, you know. But what are your thoughts? What do you want to see from this game? Do you expect it to come out? Do you think the rumors are rubbish? Like, I just want to know. This is a bit of like a let's chat and discuss video, you know? But anyway, let me know down in the comments. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Check out our website, 128kb.co.uk. I'm Andy. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.